You there, human! You are placed under arrest of the Otho City Authority. What? Why? Though the Sith Embassy is considered sovereign territory of the Sith Empire, we have been monitoring an alarming number of weapon discharges and detonations within the base. Inquiries to the staff of the embassy yielded no response, and it would seem that contact has been cut. Our cameras recorded you entering the base shortly before contact was lost, and fighting apparently began. It is a conclusion of the Otho City Authority that you are responsible for the disturbance here, and you are hereby placed under arrest. You will come with us and await your trial. Your material witnesses, the individuals who accompany you, will be detained at your vessel, and the vessel itself will be prohibited from leaving Manan. We will leave now. Do not attempt to resist, or we shall resort to overwhelming force. Ah, damn it! Arrested for murder crimes. Greetings, human. My name is Balawasa. I have been selected as your arbiter for the duration of your trial. Arbiter? So, hey everybody, it's Shidaki from HalvedStudios. Welcome back to more Let's Play I'm in Prison. Welcome back to today's episode. In the future, we're gonna... Words come to me. So, in the last episode, we... attacked the Sith here on Manan. And in today's episode, we've been imprisoned for killing the Sith. That's ironic. And in today's episode, we have to defend ourselves in a trial. So, as a child, this part of the game, it fucking wrecked me. Because I didn't know what to do. Because basically, this guy, he's our lawyer. And he fucking sucks. He fucking sucks. Like, really bad. I don't think you can actually win the case with him as your lawyer. Your only option is to have him not represent you. And as a child, I had no idea how to beat this court case. Because as a child, I was like, well, of course I'm going to take the lawyer. That's what you're supposed to do. That's how lawyers work. But, basically, we have to represent ourselves because we're a Jedi and we're better at everybody than everything else. So that's how it works. Arbiter? Yes, Arbiter. The one who defends you before the judges of the Selkath people. I will endeavor to prove to them that you are not guilty of the heinous crimes that you are accused of, Offworlder. I don't need anyone to represent me. While it is true that you do have the right, I would recommend against it. Due to your confinement, you have not much of a chance to build up evidence to pursue your case. Also, I do not believe you Offworlders truly understand the minds of we Selkath. It would be best if you left the defense up to me. How will you get me free? First, I will ask you a few questions regarding the events that led up to your arrest. I have already been given all the relevant data on you and your companions, so that can be disregarded. For what reason did you enter the Sith Embassy? I had authorization to enter. Indeed, I find that unlikely, Offworlder, but perhaps the judges will be more sympathetic to your view. What is your prior association to the Sith? I have no prior association. I am skeptical of that. As will be the judges. You Offworlders tend to congregate much amongst yourselves. I see no inherent that should be all the information I require of you for now. If you wish, we can begin the trial whenever you are ready. Don't you need to ask more questions? I have all the information I need. We should proceed now. The judges are waiting. How are you going to expect me to defend me without getting more information? You're a plant! You're a Sith plant! You're one of those fucking Selkath that are working for the Sith, aren't you? Get out of here! I electrocute him through the cage. It's like, there's no such thing as a defenseless Jedi! Blow the cage open, walk out, force choke the Selkath. I'm the good guy! And that's how I became a Sith. How can you expect me to defend me without getting more information? I think this trial is relatively straightforward. It should be obvious to the judges what has transpired. And what has transpired? What, I think I'd rather... I have proof the Sith are evil! Indeed, and what is that? A datapad proving they are kidnapping young Selkath. This is most disturbing. We should take this evidence and present it before the court right away. Uh-oh, I'm gonna die. Uh-oh, I brought the lawyer back with me. Oops. Oopsies. Oh, fuck, what were you? While your high standing among the off-worlders of Manan may bring you some leniency from them, being a successful swoop bike rider brings you no credit here, human. You stand accused of grievous murder of many Sith and extensive property damage to the embassy. Yeah, how do you plead? I plead not guilty to the murder, but I do plead guilty to the property damage. That was all me. I'm kind of proud of it. I don't plead. Oh, that's not good. Not guilty, Your Honor. I have... Not guilty, Your Honor. That's what I say. Let the record show that the trial has commenced. Preceding our judges, Slekra. I hate these names. Joshua, Nekholshin, Kota, and Dula. The trial is to determine the culpability and punishment of this individual in the recent assault on the Sith embassy. Given the severity of this trial, we can dispense with the normal formalities of the court and proceed directly. You have pleaded not guilty, yet there were reports of weapon fire and detonations from within the Sith embassy. You were seen entering and leaving the embassy. The Sith are not conferred with the authorities about this matter, but from all available evidence, it would seem that you are the source of the disturbance. What is your explanation for being in the Sith embassy? I was investigating the disappearance of young Selkath. Yeah, I figure we should angle it that way. Like, yeah, I was going in there because I like killing Sith, and yeah, I was going in there to steal some property, and yeah, I was going in there to shit on their desks. But, I mean, angling it like, hey, I actually have your best interests in mind. That's probably our best option. I was investigating the disappearance of young Selkath. I was killing Sith. See? Simple. You believe that Sith had something to do with those disappearances? Off-worlder has probably been listening to Shalaha and his rumor-mongering. Most likely. Do you have any proof to back up your assumption, human? Have the Sith been implicated? I have a datapad as proof that the Sith are up to no good. Let it be noted that the court has taken this new evidence into consideration. This is most disturbing. The court will adjourn for a brief period to verify the evidence and discuss its importance. We have verified this is indeed a Sith datapad, indicating their complicity in a plot to overthrow the lawful government of Manan. In gratitude for having discovered this horrendous offense, all charges against you regarding this incident will be dropped. Pending a suitable penalty against the Sith, their embassy will be considered off-limits to all Alpha City security personnel. No calls, nor incidents from their base will be attended to until this matter is dealt with. They are no longer subject to the protection of Selkath law. You have been found innocent. You may leave as you desire. This trial is over now. Hey, that went a lot better than I was expecting. Yeah, that's right, I got innocent of the murders, I definitely did, and blamed it on the other people. Yeah, that's fun. I both got innocence and got the Sith up the shit stick. That's great. Oh, that's super great. But the Sith aren't happy about that. Where's Jolie and Johnny? There you are. Alright, well now it is time for...
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the
With
infirmary.
violence?
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
I am aware of the Republic's indignation. However, witnesses' reports clearly state your Republic soldiers were as willing to engage in violence as the Sith in this case.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Taunts and threats are not sufficient provocation in the eyes of this court. Words can be ignored, which is what your men should have done. I find both the Republic and the Sith to be equally at fault for this breach of the peace. I shall throw all parties involved into Otho City Jail, but since no Selkath were harmed in this conflict, I will show mercy and levy a fine of 10,000 credits to both sides. The court is dismissed, although I warn you of further disturbances will not be viewed with such leniency. Damn. The Selkath are very...
I'm sick of hearing about Manon's neutrality. It sounds like a coward's excuse not to fight, if you ask me.
That's true. What about you, friend?
They say everyone on Manon is equal, but it seems the Republic is a little more equal than the Sith. Neutrality? Ha! That's a laugh!
Well, hey, maybe you should try not being evil. That's probably something that would help you out a bit. Try not being evil. Evil is bad. Also, hey, remember that very naughty thing you did when you kidnapped the Selkath children to indoctrinate them to overthrow the Selkath government? Yeah, you kind of brought that one on yourself, my diggly boy. Ah! The fuck did I just say? Hello. The Selkath people, thank you for exposing the Sith plots here on Manon. When our leaders decide a fitting punishment, they will certainly know they will certainly know our displeasure. Is there anything else you wish to bring to my attention? No more questions, Your Honor. Thank you. Okay, well now that that's dealt with, it's time to do a few more things to a few more roundups here. Let's see, yeah. So we have these to do. Missing Selkath. Wait, what now? Oh, right, I should probably talk to the guy. Finding Dustle, quest for the Starforge, mission for the Republic. Okay, so we have a few things we gotta turn in here on Manon. So first things first, I'm gonna run over to the mercenary bar, so I'll just get there off screen. See you in a second. Oh wait, is that it right there? I think that's it. Oh, never mind, it's right here. Okay. Okay, so no, you're the one that's spying on the Republic. You're the one I want to talk to. Hello! Human! You return. Have you information for me? Have you discovered the fate of the missing Selkath youth? Have you any news of my daughter, Shahosha? I have information for you, Shalisha. Excellent. You have done well. What have you learned? The Sith hired an Adorian mercenary to lure Selkath into the Sith base. I see, this information is useful for a start. The Sith are training Selkath youths in the ways of the dark side. Yes, this makes sense. It is a wonder I did not see this before. Manon's greatest strength is our neutrality. If Malik brainwashes our youth and indoctrinates them in the ways of the Sith, he will have a strong following among the Selkath people, strong enough to seize control of Manon and our culture. My daughter, Shahasha. She too has been indoctrinated into these Sith camps. I've convinced your daughter to turn her back on the ways of the Sith, and instead forced her to be the way of the Jedi! Yes, that's right, be good, otherwise I'll execute you again! Ha ha ha! Wait, trying to be a good Jedi. Right? Human, if you speak the truth, I am forever in your debt, and yet my joy is tempered by the knowledge that the Sith still walk freely about Manon. Hopefully the testimony of my daughter will be enough proof of their actions to make Otho City authorities take action. I hope so. You have done much for me, Human. Here are the credits I promised you. I only wish I had more to give. Thank you. I very much... 500. Yeah, no, you know what? You're good. You're good. Keep your money, my dude. You refuse my reward? Truly, you humans are a noble breed. Perhaps my species has underestimated your kind.
Hey, kid. That was a good thing you did there. Almost brought a tear to this old man's eye.
This is how we Jedi should always act. With honor.
Please excuse me now, human. I must go speak to the Manon authorities about the Sith plot and what they have done to my beloved daughter. You know, I suspect the Sith probably won't be welcome on Manon anymore after all this shit. Because, I mean, you don't kidnap children, indoctrinate them, and try to overthrow the government of a neutral state, and the neutral state is like, we're gonna keep being neutral. So, like, Otho's probably gonna, or Manon, is actually probably gonna have to join the Republic now, because, like, because the moment you levy some, like, sanctions against the Sith, like, they're just gonna be like, fuck it, and bomb the place. So we need a Republic fleet here to protect this place, especially being such a very, very, fuck, what's the word I'm looking for? Plentiful, resource for, you know, keeping people alive. Alright, now. What's next? Alright, our next stop is going to be talking with Elora.
Jolie, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why, whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Elora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Elora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and talk to the Selkath judges then. Oh, judgy boys! Oh, no, wait, never mind. We should not introduce ourselves that way in a court of law. Hello, sir! The Selkath people thank you for exposing the Sith plot in the night. When our leaders decide... Oh, yeah, I would like to investigate the Sunry case. This is acceptable. I believe in Manon legal tradition, the defendant can have an arbiter who tries to prove the innocence in this court. This arbiter is a neutral party that can investigate and present evidence in a trial and argue on the defendant's behalf. As you're a Jedi, I believe you could fulfill this role adequately.
I suppose
Thank you.
you're Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
So be it. You are now appointed arbiter in the case of Sunry versus the Sith Empire. Your name and position has been recorded in our files. I will now inform you of the pertinent facts in this case. You have a limited amount of time in which to investigate and organize a defense of your client, and I advise you use it wisely. Sunry was seen leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Elessa Horos. He has been charged with the murder. He's been charged with murder and is being held in Otho City prison facility due to his crippled status. Witnesses claim that Witnesses claim to have seen the killing and are being detained at the hotel in questioning, pending the trial. The manager of the hotel has now been informed of your appointment. Alessa was found dead with a blaster wound, with an incriminating Republic medal clutched in her hand. This information has been uploaded to your database. It would be wise to review all the information before the trial starts. You may question Sunray or the witnesses. The evidence in this case is heavily stacked against Mr. Sunray, but I believe it will take some doing to absolve him of guilt.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
Yes. You may also interview the judges here, including myself, to get an idea of the pertinent factors in this case. Since this is also your first trial case, and you are an off-world, I feel compelled to add good luck as a final missive. Alright, so we have to defend Sunray in the Republic against his murder of a Sith. Well, personally, I'm all for murder of the Sith, but my opinion matters very little in this situation. So let's go ahead and... Can I go in here? No? Ah. Thank you. Ah. Hello.
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Be quiet, off-world scum. Oh, is this the Athorian? It'd be neat if it was the Athorian. I don't think it is, though. Oh, that's probably where we were being held. Hello, Judge. Or Warden. So you are the arbiter in the Sunray Alensa murder case. I hope you are as impartial as the office is traditionally supposed to be. You off-worlders have a tendency to ignore the rule of law in favor of some rather irrational causes. What is it I can do for you? Sunray is from the Republic, and Lassa is from the Sith. They kill each other all the time. What more is there to it? I'm here to see the prisoner Sunray. Yes, I am aware of that fact, human. He is in his cage over there, as I can see. Boy, failed me. Is there anything else you need? No, that's all. I'm good. All right, Sunray, how's it going?
Jolie, what are you doing here? Alora sent me, Sunray. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the cellcasts seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Okay, look, I get it, but, like, I need some truth here, my dude. There's no such thing as a 100% false lie. Otherwise, no one would believe it. There has to always be some grain of truth in there, no matter how small. Because that's how people delude themselves into thinking the entire lie is true by focusing on that one little bit of truth. So, like, you got me giving me something to work with here.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alasa there that night, but...
Good start.
It's not what you think.
I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Alasa into a double agent working for us.
It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated.
But let's look at the facts they've given.
Alasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Cellcat, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be... Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Cellcath already did that, but the Fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well... How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure. Very well. I suppose there is still much you must do before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Okay. Well, they said that we should try checking out the Sith embassy. Well, let's talk to it a little... You know what, let's hit up the Sith embassy first. Yeah, sure, why not? The Sith embassy is not under the protection of the Selkath anymore, so let's go ahead and break back in. So I'm gonna head to the Sith embassy, run around real quick, see if there's anything of interest there, and I'll see you in a second. Well, I don't see anything in the Sith embassy, so I suppose I'm gonna head over to the apartments now. The hotel. See you in a sec. Alright, I'm here heading into the hotel now. Okay, that's the embassy. That's the hotel. Okay. Well, let's see what everybody has to say here. Hello, Ignis.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh?
Yep.
Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want, too. The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though. Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off. No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court. No way I'm lying to the court just because you want to get your Republic buddy off or whatever. I have no interest in going to prison.
You know what? So I really like this quest due to its context, so I'm just gonna spoil it. Sunry is guilty, but it's this idea of, are you going to pursue justice, or are you going to help your friend? And I really like the moral quandary here. So I'm gonna help my friend, because you know what? The Sith are evil, and when you're fighting the ultimate evil, every means are justified. That's another one of those moral quandaries. Like, in general, you do not want to position your enemy as the ultimate evil. Because if your enemy is the ultimate evil, then you can perform ultimate atrocities to stop them. Because what would you not do to stop the ultimate evil?
Yeah, I'll tell the court Sunry left before the shot went off.
I guess this is what they call working the system. Not that I'm objecting. I just hope the Selkath don't find out about it.
Now, was there anything else you wanted?
Nah, I'm pretty good at this whole mind control thing. Bang your head against the wall. See? I got it down.
Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on. The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room. He can't run good. Yeah. No. Yeah. Now, there were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally, I don't let his kind in here. The other is a regular named Feareth Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know? Well, okay.
Alright, good start, good start. Oh, nothing there? Okay. What about you? Ah, hello, Glupor. I have some questions about the murder of Elasa. What do you know about the star map? Why would I ask him that?
Glupor tong hit wanaji sarkat agi inko tune glupor mulira chuna mulira tong glupor kipa nonku nexit abog.
Oh fuck, I gotta read this. Glupor staying at hotel. Glupor not very rich. Hotel much too rich for Glupor to live at. Using Glupor's chance to live better for a while. What did you see? Glupor not see murder. Oh no, Glupor not did see Republic guy. The cripple, Sunry his name. Glupor thinks Glupor sees Sunry running away from scene of crime. Glupor see nothing else. Nothing else at all, especially not in Sith Lady's room. What about Alessa's room? Glupor just curious to see what happened. Glupor had no reason to go into room. No one paid Glupor to do it. Did someone pay you to do something, Glupor? Are you a naughty boy? How did you know Glupor? Someone paid Glupor. Well, Sith Man came to Glupor after murder, before Selkath arrived. He said give Glupor good money if Glupor put metal into Sith's hand. Glupor good. Glupor plant evidence and leave no trace, but Glupor is not to recognize Sith Man anyway. Glupor not recognize humans very well. No use to Selkath, so do not bother to tell them. Well, that is Sith Man say kill Glupor. Glupor thinks can't talk more right now. Glupor feels need to lie down, maybe. Just stay here. Alright, so it looks like he got paid. So the thing that's fun about this, it's basically, it's one of those, like, everyone's guilty things again.
No problem. Got it.
Where, like, everyone's a little guilty, but no one's 100% innocent. It's actually quite interesting. Ooh. Hey, well, first of all, I'm gonna steal your stuff. Thank you. Firth me.
You with the Selkath?
Yes.
You here to see me about the murder, too?
Yes.
I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you know about Sunry and Alessa?
Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Alassa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics, usually.
Damn.
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room, in private, is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith Master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Sith Master?
Oh, well, Alassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
What did you see?
Well, one time, I saw Alassa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest.
She's a Sith?
Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
Interesting.
You were... I was in my... You... Yeah.
Alright. Now it's starting to round up. So we had to mind control one man, but most of the other evidence is turning out in our favor very nicely. Hello, mysterious man.
Jedi, I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
Okay, you're a Sith. You're probably a Sith trying to trick me.
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
Yeah.
Dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies. No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Okay. Well, I suppose I'm going to run back to the Sith Embassy then, because maybe now that triggered something to appear? I didn't really look it over that well. Hold on. Okay, so I just did a little bit of research. I'm back in the Sith Embassy. It turns out that there should be something in here, but due to a glitch that was, a glitch or cut content, the datapad that is in the Sith Embassy just doesn't exist. So there's no point in checking that. So let's head back to the Republic Embassy and check that stuff out. Alright, back at the Sith Embassy. Let's talk to this guy.
Have you managed to... Time is a...
Okay, well...
And you need...
Yes?
Let's check the computer system. A beautiful young woman enters the room, followed by a much older man. She walks further into the room. He softly closes the door, pulls a blaster, and shoots her in the back. This must be some sort of secret recording of Sunry murdering Elassa. Huh. Well, I mean, that's... So I suspect the cut content was like... The Sith knew Elassa was going to become a double agent. So they were planning on having her killed anyways, it's just Sunry beat them to the punch or something to that effect. Interesting. Well, hey, let's talk for a second.
Have you managed...
Well, okay, no,
Time.
We'll deal with you in a sec. Okay, well now let's go talk to Sunry's wife.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit. Sunry is... he's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered the Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than the Sith woman. I'm a Jedi, and one who is living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic. Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this. I hear you've been appointed... Of course not. Yes. Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just dropped me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. I started seeing Alasa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. Love. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood. That was a long time ago, in a war far, far away. He's changed now, settled down. Oh, just please, prove his innocence. Find the...